Hey, what's up? Kalen here. In this video, I wanted to give some reaction to the big news yesterday. Magento being acquired or announced to be acquired. I guess it'll be finalized in Q3 this year by Adobe. So very big news. We did a live stream yesterday with my buddy, with TJ and Philip on E-commerceaholic, doing a live stream today on Commerce Hero where we're going to dig into it. Karen Baker is going to join in. We might even get Bob Schwartz to jump in, and it should be good. I had this wild idea that it'd be kind of, everybody's feeling has a lot of feels about this, and I was thinking it might be kind of fun to just do like a massive marathon live stream and just kind of like everybody from the community join in and give their 2 cents. Also would be great for my watch time statistics. Yeah, it's I think I was initially pretty pessimistic about it. Like, okay, I don't know, I didn't know much about Adobe. Like, okay, this is some big company that wants to acquire them. They're acquired for 1.68 billion. And so initially, yeah, I think I'm still skeptical. A lot of people in the live stream, a lot of us developer folks, I think anybody that's not like a partner and like officially incentivized to say like, hey, everything's fine, is basically skeptical. Is how I'm seeing it. But that said, so I was sort of digging into it a little bit further this morning. Got up at like 4 a.m. or something like that. Thanks a lot. 6-month-old son of mine, and was looking at some machines. So there's a dude named Matt Assay, who's the head of developer ecosystem at Adobe. Super interesting dude. So he tweeted that something pretty intense, something like to the effect of a slice of, he said, I just might be ecstatic about Adobe's acquisition of Magento. It's a company that has built an amazing, popular, open source, developer driven slice of commerce heaven. Pretty intense tweet. And I was looking at I was like, all right, who is this character? So I was looking at his background, head of developer ecosystem Adobe. Before that, he was a blogger, VP of mobile at Adobe. Before that, he was VP of community at MongoDB, hardcore open source, right? Before that, Open Source Business Conference, founder and program chair, Open Source Business Conference, going back to July 2003. Before that, Board of Advisors, Sugar CRM. So this dude is neck deep in open source and has been for quite a while, which was pretty impressive to me. You know, one of the things they said, I think on the investor call yesterday, when they were responding to questions from investors, was like, they said something to the effect of all of Magento's recent releases have been cloud, 100% cloud first, I think is the language they used. And everybody was like, oh, what does that mean exactly? But the idea being that, they're probably focusing all their efforts on the cloud and how they can monetize that. And who knows if they're going to care at all about the open source community. A lot of people were pretty skeptical about that. I know that I was. Done a little bit of research. And one of the things I wonder about is whether Magento will be rebranded to Adobe Commerce. I sort of think it will. You look at most of their recent acquisitions. Fotolia, I mean, I went through the list and looked at a whole bunch of the acquisitions. They've all been pretty much rebranded. There is one kind of nice precedent, which is my buddy, which is Apache, Cordova, PhoneGap. So PhoneGap, they acquired from some company called Nitobi or something like that, and they did rebrand it as PhoneGap. And then after acquiring it, they released an open source version of it called Apache Cordova, which is going pretty well. So they do have. So I don't know they've ever acquired an open source product, an open source company. And that there's a precedent we can look to for how they'll handle that. But I have to say, I'm kind of excited. And this dude, Matt, was responding to people on Twitter, super active. And he writes online. I can't remember which publications, but he's verified on Twitter. He's a heavy hitter, and he was responding to people on Twitter. I thought it was super cool. I even asked him to come on the stream today, and he would have done it, but he was going to be on a flight. So super open. I was surprised anybody kind of higher up at Adobe would be willing to just jump on a live stream. So that was super cool. I was digging through his Twitter history and and he's pretty serious about open source. And so I think that's pretty interesting. Obviously, again, everybody has a lot of different feelings. I think another one of the big things that I heard somebody say, which made sense to me, like we're all comparing this to eBay, to the eBay acquisition, um, which didn't go so well. Although Alan Kent made some great points on Twitter. He said, listen, eBay is the place that got Magento on GitHub. So there were some people doing some great work at eBay too, but most of us in the community think of that as maybe not a great time for the community as a whole. That's when Yoav left, things like that. So, but you do have to respect the fact Adobe's a much different company from eBay. Adobe is, you don't necessarily think of eBay as being a software powerhouse. Adobe is pretty much a software powerhouse. Now, I don't know anything about all this experience. So experience is the big buzzword that is used all over Adobe. They have an experience cloud, and content. I get the fact that they have content management tools, but I don't understand this whole experience thing. I guess it's a combination of analytics and ads, and I don't know. They've bundled up a bunch of things into their experience cloud. It's kind of funny seeing the word experience all over their marketing copy. I'm just like, I don't get this at all. Like, it's supposed to sound interesting. It kind of does sound interesting, but I don't get it. So they are, a software powerhouse, much more so than eBay. And based on, this dude, Matt, they seem to really get open source and appreciate it. He's also posted some tweets, that the open source realm is going to continue and grow and expand. So I think, and I again, on his tweets, I saw like a video where him talking about how open source is the future of the enterprise. So I think that those are some really interesting signs. Remains to be seen how this is all going to shake out. Very interesting. Obviously, congratulations to the Magento team. Big win for anybody that's getting a payday there. Congratulations. And yeah, we're going to do a live stream today. Hopefully should be a lot of fun. Hope to see you there. And questions or comments, post them up. Thanks for watching.